tomorrow we can complain to the internet provider. Sorry, but on piano I only play my original melodies. And also I don't know what is that song. Hello, Adam Halland. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable here and get a drink if wish. This is just a tea. Hello. Thank you. This on piano I only play my original melodies. I'm a music composer and I get always my first step for composing new music is going to the piano and get melodies, and later I do the proper composition on the PC, but I get my melodies on the piano, and so I decided that when I play piano on stream I will only play my original melodies. So you have the song list. If you want to request any song that is on piano, feel free to do it. appreciate that you are there. Let me practice this melody without the accompaniment to remember. I'm going to change a bit of style. Thank you for the emotes. I need a keyboard that is longer. I miss some notes in that part. Let's see what more I can play. As I said, I only play my original melodies, but I don't remember all of them. So maybe you won't see it very much, but here I just wrote the ones that fit better in the piano. Thank you for the claps. So let's see what more I can play, because usually I always play the same. I'm going to play something from the old compositions, just for the fun. Those are the most, the less that I remember. Okay, and I think I'm going to use the harpsichord. Oh, I think I have never played it with this sound. The paper fell and it scared me. So, oh, I have this organ. I don't have many songs for organ, but I have one. But maybe with the pedal it's not very good. If I do it with the pedal, then the accompaniment will be a bit annoying. Yes. I wish I could use the pedal only for the left hand and not for the right hand and not the left. Yes, this one is very funny. Let me put the background music. Not sure how you will listen to this one, since I have the computer here, and well, I'm streaming with my phone, so the quality of the music may not be very good. But if you're interested in hearing the original of that one, you can search. I'm going to write some things in the chat. Okay, so in there I have my music, and that is the main theme of, well, I also write, and so I have made my own fantasy universe, and I composed music for all the cultures. So this is the main theme of one of the worlds that is called Stellinam. So you can find this theme in the album called Alententa, and in all the tracks with the name Stellina, they have this melody. I'm going to put the main theme, and I will play along. But I think I will play with piano instead of organ because the pedal. Thank you very much. I hope that you can enjoy my music. I have just played along music with piano. This is the second time that I do it, so let's see how it goes. I need to hear more. Hello, Cylindrical Cake. Yes. Yes. Adam Halland said that likes this melody. So I thought I'm going to try with the backtrack. It is the second time that I do. The first time was with you playing one of the Mythos melodies. What language are you talking? The language of languages. What one is that? Seriously, we call it Bahasa, which literally means language. Oh, but from what nation it is? Honestly, maybe I sound ignorant, but it's the first time that I hear Bahasa. Unless you have mentioned it before, but I don't remind now. Hello, Susie, and thank you for using the new emotes. And I think this one is going to be definitive, at least for a while. Adam is greeting in Indonesian, I'm greeting in Malay. We can understand each other. Oh, that's very nice, very nice. Good to know. Oh, and now that Susie used the emotes, I want to show something. I printed it. I'm going to turn on the lights for a moment. And for the people not knowing why I stream in the darkness, is because I feel that it's more relaxed. So here it is in big size. Yes, I know it. And the thing is, before doing the stream, I was testing. When playing the piano, you won't see it. You see that this is the good thing that I used in the previous stream when playing erhu, that it makes the sound of the erhu to sound better. But while playing piano, as I am doing like this, you won't see the background. And when I am on erhu, I think I should place it. You won't see it, but let me move it so I can show you. So this is where the camera stands when I am playing erhu. And if I close this, and here it will be the best because it is closer to the camera. Here you obviously don't see it, and here it is like very small. I would like you will see it very small if I put it so far, but I think it's what I will end doing, because I will change the position of this, so it could be here, but then I will put it here, for example. But then when I'm playing the erhu, you won't see it very well. You will see just this part, but when I'm playing like this, you won't see anything. So I prefer the camera to be here. That is more centered. And probably this will be in this part. But I still have to do it. And do you know what is this? It is, I don't know what is the English version. I have this since I was teenager. Maybe you even remember these memes. Yes. So before before doing the stream, I was just thinking maybe I will do something like this, but with this. I have no idea how it is done, but I suppose that it can be done, and I think it could be very cool. What do you think? Oh, and this open. That meme is 10 years old, I think. Yes, I also have the troll face meme and the troll face that meme. Yes, so you know, I have that since I was teenager. Very, very old memes. Yes. I would like the erhu to be in a base like that. I just had that idea like 1 hour ago, and I think it's very nice. You could also try something like that for the cake. In fact, I think, let me try to show you this 1 second. Among the badges that I have here the Rammstein badge. So I think a real cake on stream will be better than a picture. Yes, yes, of course. Well, I mean, I remember when I got this badges, I think it was in a how to say in English? You know what it is, Suthi? It is this manga festival. How did you call that, Suthi? Like this place that you go and there are anime and manga things, and people use costumes of the characters. Yes, like Comic Con, but about manga. In Spain, we call it salon manga, like manga salon. I don't know. It's something different than with Western comic like superhero comics. This one is specific for manga, anime, and such. So I remember these pages to get them there, and I saw how they were done. Mm, so I remember something like a machine, and they had you could choose the picture that you wanted in that, and then they did it in the moment. So I suppose that with the right tool it will be very easy, but I don't know more about that. I never researched it. I just had the idea today, so maybe I can take a look at the internet and I will get some interesting results. But for now it will remain as an idea. So I wanted to play something from the old times, because I am always playing the Mythos or the Xiangqi or the Alente melodies. And of course you can request any song. So feel free to request any song on piano only, please. That I know you, Cylindrical Cake. You will request a Erhu song now. Maybe I will play Erhu a bit later before ending the stream, maybe for 30 minutes or so. Depends my motivation. I have never done that. No, of course not. You have also never said that you will. Oh, I think let me try this. From the album The Forgotten Realmlands. This is the melody of Memories of Past Ages. Let me see if I play it correctly. Yes, now I remember. Asia Mix, Mythos. Nice, okay. Asia. I'm going to play it with this. No, with the organ, no. Do you want any specific sound? I have the typical piano sound. I have the. I'm just curious about this one, since there are at least 3 Asians here. Yes, the Asian mix from Mythos is the Indian melody, the Chinese melody, and the Japanese melody. But you remember that I played this Chinese melody, and you say that it is a scale practiced I think in India also it was a weird scale. It was, I think, fa sharp. Let me check. You remember, right? Let me remember. I want to say it right. The Chinese, no, it was La sharp major. La sharp major. So do you want a specific sound? I have the piano, the space sound, the organ, the vibraphone, and the harpsichord. You're going to have to play the notes out because I'm not so good with European note names. Notes out, you mean, should I say the notes in the American name? I'm used to do re mi fa sol la si do, but I also know the American one. I mean, it is A sharp, but maybe my pronunciation of the alphabet in English is not very good. It's not something that I talk so often. I think the notes out. Okay, I'm going to play first the Indian and the second the Chinese. The Indian was. This one is the Sol minor melodic. Yeah, Do for you is C, but for me it can be any note. Can you explain that? I don't understand that. Do is C, but for you it can be any note. Why any note? Do is Do. That is Do. But how do you mean any note? Because Chinese music use movable Do. Oh, okay. Yes, and that is something that confuses me with the Jampu, and that's why I don't really use the Jampu. I can read it, but I don't use it so much. So yes, yes. I think, well, I didn't understand it like that. I understand what you're saying, but my understanding of the Jampu is a bit different because you just don't have to complicate it so much. But my understanding of the Jampu is like, I see in the sheet music like one and then the note. Like, for example, one is G. So I think just you interpret that one is always Do. So when it is Do equals G. Yeah, that means Do, yes. But I see it different because I see the numbers as the same as the tab notation. Do you understand what I mean? You see the one as the tonic note, like one in the Western notation, but I see one as tab as the position in the guitar or whatever. Do you understand what I mean? Probably because you are used to Western. I'm used to tablature, to the notation of the guitar. So I see the one as the. I don't understand it, but it seems interesting. I'm not sure how to explain it without showing. But tablature is the notation of the guitar, and you can also use it in violin, and I also use in erhu. Yes, also Western notation, but it's different than the Western notation as you understand with the notes like the points and the sticks. So I don't see the one as tonic. I see one as the position one in the string. So that's why Jampu confuses me, because if one can be any note, then the position is not, the real position is not one. Do you get me, cylindrical cake? So that's why I don't use Jampu. But actually, for I think for more than a year, I have been thinking in doing my own notation that will be a mix between Western typical notation, the tablature, and the Jampu, just to facilitate my reading. You're going to love Googie notation because it's Jampu. Yes, yes, that exists, because I was actually thinking in creating that, because um, it feels like the most useful for me, because when I see only tablature, I can't see the duration of the notes. I only see the position. So I would like to include the duration, and if I remember correctly, Jampu does that. So I was thinking in mixing that, mixing Jampu and tablature, mm, to do like the definitive notation, at least for me. So that already exists. The difference is that Google tablature use what is that? That is the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to write it 1 second, just in the notepad. Google notation. Tablature. I will search for that later. Okay, thank you for sharing me. Maybe I can get some kind of influence or learning for that, because that idea has been in my mind also, because I don't feel comfortable with the software that I use. Let me explain that. I use a very old software. It's snowing. I have to take my washing in. Go, go. And it's great that it's snowing. I also want snow in the outside. Go, go. I updated the text of the Be Right Back. I will wait for him to return to say this about the software. So I was playing before the oh no, I was playing the request. So the Indian melody is this. That is the Indian melody. I have some variations in that. Let me check. in the full music it sounds much more Indian because I use traditional Indian instruments. Let me show you. This, as it appears in the request, this is from the album called Mythos. It is one of my last ones. Okay. Welcome back. The Indian. Let me check. Maybe I missed it. Are you from Spain, Anna? Oh, yes. Sorry, I missed it. Yes, I'm from Spain. Sorry. I missed the question in the chat. I am from Spain, but I would like to move to the UK when possible. Yes. Thanks to remind it. Yes. Oh, and if you say something and I don't reply, please say it again and don't worry. It actually it has been the first time that I have missed it in the something in the chat, but don't feel shy or something for say it again. Maybe it's not that I don't want to reply. I just missed it. Sorry. Okay, so I was playing the Indian the Indian theme. It's a sarangi, of course. This is sarangi is Indian, so I had to use that, and it is a very interesting instrument. I really like that sound. Maybe someday you will get a sarangi from the musical instruments chest. So, enough fun for the Indian, now let's go for the Chinese. The Chinese is that one that you say that has the very weird scale. I don't want to do a surrounding thought to my strings. Yes, I agree with you with that. But it's a very interesting sound. And I'm glad that even if I play the music like this, you can identify the instrument. It's very maybe the quality is not as bad as I'm imagining. So the Chinese, it was something like this. That's because I happen to know things. Yes, but I don't know. The sarangi has a very or I was going to say a very original sound, but original is not the word I'm seeking. It's like characteristic sound. It's very easy to identify the sarangi once you know that that it's called sarangi. I don't know why but when I played this melody for the first time, I just thought in China, even if it doesn't have anything to do with that, even if the scale is super weird, but it's what happened. So let me put the background. Sarangi comes from Hindustani, 100 and colors. It means 100 colors, or 100 strings too. There's a melody there. It was. Yes, I got it now. And also, my speakers are very bad right now. I had speakers, and it was exactly while I was producing this album that my old speakers that were better than the ones I have now got broken. I had to finish the album only with the headphones, and I was a lot of time without speakers, and I just got some speakers that my brother had around somewhere. This is the one that sounds like Rag Jaman from North India. Yes. And nice. Good to see you using the emote. So I was saying this out the speakers because it always gets me like a bad feeling because I play the Mythos music and it sounds great, but then when the percussion happens, the sound gets extremely bad, and it's just the fault of those speakers. So, but at the same time, I don't want to get expensive speakers for now because I am very lazy. If I move to UK and I want to carry with me the less things possible. So um, if I get expensive speakers, then I will want to carry them with me. So you can always do a fundraiser. Yes, but first I want to move to the UK. It's the same for other things that I want to buy. Like I have some things that I would like to buy someday, but when I am moved in the UK, like the automaton that you know, I also want to get a pipa. I also want to get another erhu, just to experiment with the different sounds. Mostly just that. And of course the speakers. Also, when you come to UK, I expect you to play Battle of the North on Automata. I think this is impossible. Battle of the North on Automaton, this... I will need a very big automaton for that. That made me laugh. That was very funny. If challenge accepted. I will try. At least the main melody I will try. Very funny. Yes, maybe I will do a challenge, a channel challenge, like people giving points, and when I reach the max, then I will play Battle of the North on Automatone. Maybe I will think about that. So okay, this is the Chinese song. For me, it's Chinese. For Cylindrical Cake is a weird India song. So that's the Chinese, and the Japanese is even more weird. I think with this Asian, I think Chinese and Japanese melodies are the most weird of this album. The Japanese is something like this. Let me try to remember. Hmm. I put the background music. The theater in the background sounds like a Vietnamese instrument called a dan tan. I'm not sure if I used a theater in this composition, to be honest. Um, I think what you are maybe confusing with the theater is the koto. You mean this? You mean that sound that starts in the beginning? That is a koto. It's a koto. So maybe the sound quality is not as good as I imagined. I can tell you no koto sounds like that. It's because I am sure that it's because you are hearing the sound coming from my speakers. In fact, now I'm going to try this. It will be fun. Um, I am now at computer and I'm going to open the virtual instrument and I'm going to play with the virtual instrument with the virtual koto. Just a moment. Do we need to protect our earballs? Maybe, I'm sorry. um, Let me find it. It's what it has to use the phone, that when I have to move it. Okay, the Far East, Phuket, Koto. Okay, charge the Koto. I'm playing with the computer keyboard. That is the virtual Koto that I have. And now that I'm doing this, let me show you the Sarangi. The Sarangi, it's in bowed. The Sarangi is, the high notes sounds like Kodo, but the low notes don't. I see. But supposedly this is recorded from real instruments. This is the Sarangi. Very interesting. I really like this sound. Too bad that this library doesn't have one of the instruments that I most love, that is the Mig-Whiz. It's a bit hard to pronounce for me. Let me try to find where I have that one. Sometimes I have problems. I have had problems loading this library with the Mig-Whiz. Yes, Mig-Whiz. I'm not. I am sure that I'm pronouncing it bad. Just a moment. This library takes a little bit to load. Okay. So I'm going to load the Mig-Whiz, but this one I'm sure that it's not recorded with a real Mig-Whiz. The G sounds like the G in ayer in some Hispanic dialects. Ayer is pronounced as I just pronounced it, ayer. So it will be Mig-Whiz. Yes. So this is the sound of the Mig-Whiz that I have. It's very weird, especially in the lower notes. I think the real Mig-Whiz doesn't have those lower notes, right? The low notes of the Mig-Whiz sound like an argul. I'm going to search that one. Argul, I don't know that one. I suppose it's like a flute, but larger. If you are curious, well, this. Let me. Oh, this is one that I also used a lot, the Kanun. I think this one is like Arabic version of the. Imagine the Mig-Whiz was bigger. Yes, I see. I just saw the images. Yes, I see. Very interesting. So the Rukus plays the Kanun. Oh, that's very nice. I think I follow with Rukus. Can you do a shout out? Because I don't remember exactly the name. I know who is the person who you are referring, but I'm not sure if I will be able to write his name correctly. Rukus, yes. I'm going to check. You can follow Rukus if you haven't. I will definitely want to see him playing the Kanun. I feel that the Kanun is like the Arabic version of the Guseng or the Koto. He's one of the annoying people who can play all the instruments. I wanted to be like him too when I was younger. I also wanted to be. He's streaming tomorrow, very nice. then I hope to catch him. I wanted to be like him when I was young, until I realized that I prefer to travel. I discarded that idea because I said myself, I need to choose or travel or have all the instruments in my house, and I think I prefer to travel, so my art history side, Talket. I prefer to travel and visit a lot of places, and I can't carry all the instruments with me, so the, there must be sacrifices. So let's see more. Now that I'm here and just trying um, virtual instruments for the fun, and let me see what more I could show from the. Oh yes, now I know what I'm going to show. Um, the sound of the first erhu that I listened, it doesn't sound like a real erhu, but until today I still love this sound. This is what I call the space erhu. This was the first erhu that I listened when I was searching for more virtual instruments libraries. And thanks to this, I went to YouTube, I listened to the real erhu, I fell in love with erhu, and I bought my erhu. That is how it happened. So I have very good memories of this one. This one also has the pipa that I have used. It's not like the best quality, but I have, as I say, I feel very emotional with this one. Thank you for the stream. Sorry, I need to sleep. See you and good night. Sure, thank you very much for staying for so long, Adam Halland. And just for the fun, wait 1 second. Adam Halland digs the archaeological site and finds an American doll. Congratulations. This is one of the fun things that I have added in the rewards. And the other day I was thinking, for the people who stays for a long time, I'm going to do this for free, just for the fun. So have a good night and hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, and this pipa also has a tremolo version. Thank you too. This is the pipa tremolo version. Oh, by the way, Cylindrical Cake, I have a question for you. I wish I would understand what you're saying. I always feel curious about other languages. I have a question for you, Cylindrical Cake, and if I connect my keyboard to the computer with a MIDI cable, I will I be able to play these virtual instruments as I'm doing with my keyboard of the computer, but will I be able with the piano? Because I remember I had a MIDI cable, but I think I lost it. But if I could do that, it would be very interesting. Uh, Especially because uh, the folk traditional instruments. I suppose it can be done, but I think I have never done that. And maybe you have any idea if it is possible? Oh, in this one, I think there was a DC. Oh, it was the mini DC. This is one of the DC sounds that I think it's the one that I most like. And also the mini erhu is very cool. So I'm going back to the piano. And I am already one. Probably I will finish the stream soon. Welcome back, Susie. I'm thinking in finishing the stream in 5 minutes because I am 1 hour and a half, and today I want to rest mostly. So because tomorrow I will start working hard. I was preparing for bed, sure. I think I will also go to bed very soon. I want to play some more space music. Welcome back, Cylindrical Cake. I'm thinking in finishing the stream in 5 minutes or so. And I'm thinking what I will do tomorrow about the streaming. Because next week I want to work in games. So Uh, I'm thinking probably tomorrow I will stream. Uh, I don't know. Depends how I awake. I will work in games for sure, and I will stream that. But I don't know if I will do at night or in the afternoon. So, but next week I return to stream also at night. That's what you think about Gwen thinking ahead. That's what you think about. And I only think about when what I want to eat. I never think about what I want to eat. I think in what I will do about projects. I do that all the time. So next week I will start to stream again at the night time, and so but don't worry for those streams. I mean, when I am I only plan for food. Well, you are a cake, so cakes plan for food. So those night streams will be when you are sleeping for sure. So um, I think I will do some variation. Some days I will in the night time. Some days I will do Erhu. Other times I will do games. I don't know, but I suppose the best is check the Discord. But next week, mm, probably almost every day I will stream 1 or 2 times. It will be like going back to the old schedule that I had when I started in Twitch. So I think one last song that I wanted to play, and it's very fitting because this one is called "The World Is a Dream" from my album Dreamlands. I'm going to try a higher register. Okay, so that's all for today. it is so relaxing for studying. Yes. If you need relaxing music for studying, then I'm doing my GD's homework. You can listen to the original music. I say the titles in the chat. You can check in my music the albums Dreamlands, Beyond, or Spacescapes. Those are my space albums, and you can listen to that. And you can find them very easily in YouTube or in the Bandcamp, just as you prefer. So if you want something relaxing, let me just put that one that I was playing in the piano right now. Is this one. The world is a dream. I just learned how to say means I am not an apple. That's a very useful sentence. That's a very useful sentence for you because you are a cake. I'm thinking who to rate. Is how you read that. Let me give it a try. Ich bin nicht kein F. This is like German. Why it is like German? Ich bin nicht kein Apple. That's not how you say it in German. But it is not like this. I'm saying this only because I remember in German words. Maybe it's not correct, but is it not like ich bin nicht kein? I don't know how it is being kein Apfel. Yes, I don't know. I didn't know how it is said apple in German, but in German it is ich bin kein Apfel. But I thought this nicht that you wrote is like the nicht in German. But yes, I think nicht and kein is not can't be used in the same sentence. So ich bin nicht kein Apfel is not correct, right? Yes, as I suspected. But why is this? But it is very similar. At least in the pronunciation, why it is so similar? You must admit that it is very similar. Because they are spoken near the same region. Oh. But what language is this exactly? Oh, see, yes, Yiddish, but okay. I mean, Spanish and Portuguese are similar to yes. Okay, I understand now. The Yiddish, the language of the Jews. Yes, you talked about this language before. Sorry, I didn't relate it right now. Very interesting. Okay, let's see who I rate. I don't know. Because I think Now you have learned something too. Yes, that the Yiddish is very similar to German. Very interesting. I think I should spend some time in Twitch to find new people. My friend is streaming Minecraft. Yes, I have also. The problem is that I follow people, but I don't really have much contact with them. And if for me it feels weird to rate someone with a lot of viewers that I don't have much contact. I don't. Maybe I suppose that it's normal to do that on Twitch because people even rate people who they find just randomly. But for me, it's a bit weird, especially if I don't have many viewers, so I don't know what to do. I have Lei Violin, but she's playing Final Fantasy, and I have rated her many times, even when playing Final Fantasy. Um, then I have ST Jimmy Rip that has the electric saxophone, and then I have Livia Corazza, Musicalizados. My friend only has 6. She just started Twitch. Okay, but then let's rate your friend. I want to meet new people. How is the name of your friend channel? I think honestly, yes, I'm sure. Honestly, it's very hard. I feel that it's very hard for me to find um Caldom. I'm trying. Nice username. I think it's a bit hard for me to find people um, to do a good connection because the way my channel is, I'm not sure, because I think I have good connection with you because we both um, like and play traditional folk instruments, and so, but for example, and with Lei violin, I think the connection is good too. Not as good as with you, I think, but I think it's also good because she knows that I play violin and she's Chinese, so uh, we have their things in common. But with the other people, not really much. Only a few exceptions, like for example the Songeri. I'm here doing shoutouts. I have some friends on Twitch, but they are streaming different things. Yes, but I think the hardest is what I was saying, finding someone with who you share things in common. Also, those art streams. That's very nice. Art streams. I enjoy art streams a lot. So let's do the rate. Rate. Oh, and before other thing. And have you seen the announcement that I did in Discord? And I'm going to give the VIP status to people who get the titles. So the first 5 persons that get the first title will get the VIP status, and then it will increase the difficulty. Like the first 5 people only need 1 title, then the second 5 people will need 2 titles, and so until 20. It is this of citizen of Alente and so on. It is the roles. I call them titles because I think it's more like role play, but it is the roles, the like the Discord roles. So you understand now, right? So I'm going to, as you stated for so long, of course, What do you want today? Do you want a musical? Yeah, I get it now. Nice, nice. Then I will make you beep, and I need to check this about the beep badges because I have never done that, obviously. But nice, nice. Instrument, please. Okay. Musical chest. Um, let's see what you get now. Cylindrical cake opens the musical instrument chest and finds a tin whistle. Congratulations. You already have a tin whistle in real life. Now you have a virtual one too. Yes, one more to add to your collection. Okay, so let's rate um, calm down. I'm trying. Let's see how is her stream. And thank you very much for coming and staying for so long. See you soon, I hope. Oh, and now I have a raid command. Oh no, I see. I don't remember if I did it. Oh yes, I did this one, but as I was waiting for the emotes to be approved, I didn't add the custom one, but it's fine. You can use that one. Yes, I need to add the one with the. I need to add the one with the Erhu emote, but for now it's that one. Let's go. But it doesn't work as copy paste. At least I don't see it as copy paste. Do you see the emotes, or do you see wish or celebrate in the text with the numbers? Yes, what? I don't know why it appears like that. Yes, indeed. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, hi!